Welcome to CGK, where we bring you the most fascinating facts and curiosities about general knowledge. Today, we're going to talk about Pluto, one of the most intriguing dwarf planets in our solar system. When is Pluto a planet or a dwarf planet? For decades, Pluto was considered the ninth planet in our solar system. However, in 2006, the International Astronomical Union, IAU, decided to reclassify Pluto as a dwarf planet. This decision was based on a new definition of what constitutes a planet, which required that a celestial body must meet three criteria in order to be considered a planet. 1. It must be in orbit around the Sun. 2. It must have enough mass to have a nearly round shape. 3. It must have cleared its orbit of other debris and objects. While Pluto meets the first two criteria, it fails to meet the third one. In other words, Pluto is not the dominant object in its orbit, and it shares its space with other objects in the Kuiper belt, a region of the outer solar system that is home to many small, icy bodies. The IAU's decision to reclassify Pluto sparked a great deal of controversy and debate among scientists and the general public. Some people felt that Pluto had been unfairly demoted, while others agreed with the new definition and argued that Pluto was not a true planet. Regardless of the debate, the fact remains that Pluto is currently classified as a dwarf planet, and is considered to be one of the most fascinating and mysterious objects in our solar system. 2. What is Pluto made of? Pluto is a dwarf planet located in the outer reaches of our solar system. It is composed of a mixture of rock and ice, with a rocky core that makes up about 2/3 of its total mass. The remainder of Pluto is composed of ice, including frozen nitrogen, methane, and carbon monoxide. Pluto's surface is incredibly diverse, with large plains and towering mountains made of water ice. The ice on Pluto's surface is not like the ice we have on Earth, but rather a combination of various ices that are formed in the extremely cold and low-pressure environment of Pluto's distant orbit. In addition to its rocky core and icy surface, Pluto also has a thin atmosphere that is primarily composed of nitrogen, with trace amounts of methane and carbon monoxide. The atmosphere of Pluto is very thin, with a surface pressure that is about 100,000th of the Earth's atmosphere. Scientists have learned a great deal about Pluto's composition through a variety of missions and observations. The New Horizons spacecraft, which flew by Pluto in 2015, provided the most detailed information to date about the dwarf planet's surface, atmosphere, and composition. The data from this mission revealed a world that is far more complex and fascinating than scientists had previously thought. Overall, the composition of Pluto is a fascinating topic that continues to intrigue scientists and the general public alike. While much remains to be learned about this distant world, our current understanding of Pluto's composition has already provided a wealth of knowledge and insights into the outer reaches of our solar system. 3. What is the temperature on Pluto? Pluto is a dwarf planet located in the outer reaches of our solar system, and as such, it is incredibly cold. The temperature on Pluto varies depending on its distance from the Sun, which ranges from 4.4 to 7.4 billion kilometers. At its closest approach to the Sun, perihelion, Pluto's surface temperature can reach as high as -218 degrees Celsius, -360 degrees Fahrenheit. This may seem cold, but it is actually relatively warm compared to the average temperature on Pluto, which is around -229 degrees Celsius, -380 degrees Fahrenheit. During its farthest point from the Sun, aphelion, Pluto's surface temperature can drop as low as -238 degrees Celsius, -396 degrees Fahrenheit. This makes Pluto one of the coldest objects in our solar system, with temperatures that are so low that even the gases in its thin atmosphere freeze and fall to the surface as snow. Despite these extreme temperatures, Pluto's surface is not uniformly cold. The dwarf planet has a highly varied surface that includes large plains, towering mountains, and deep canyons. These features can affect the local temperature on Pluto, creating pockets of slightly warmer or cooler air. Overall, the temperature on Pluto is an important factor that affects the planet's composition, geology, and atmosphere. By studying the temperature of this distant world, scientists can gain valuable insights into the conditions that exist in the outer reaches of our solar system, and how these conditions have influenced the formation and evolution of Pluto over time. 4. Does Pluto have moons? Pluto is a dwarf planet located in the Kuiper belt, a region of the outer solar system that is home to many small, icy objects. Despite its relatively small size, Pluto has 5 known moons, which were all discovered between 1978 and 2012. The largest of Pluto's moons is Charon, which is about half the size of Pluto itself. Charon is unique in that it is tidally locked with Pluto, meaning that it always shows the same face to its parent planet. This has led some scientists to consider the Pluto-Charon system to be a binary planet, rather than a planet and its moon. In addition to Charon, Pluto has 4 smaller moons: Nix, Hydra, Kerberos, and Styx. These moons are much smaller than Charon and have irregular shapes. They are believed to be composed primarily of water ice and may have formed from debris left over from the formation of Pluto and its other moons. The discovery of Pluto's moons has provided scientists with valuable insights into the formation and evolution of the Pluto system. By studying the orbits, compositions, and surface features of these moons, scientists have been able to learn more about the history of this distant world. Overall, Pluto's moons are a fascinating and important aspect of this dwarf planet, and they continue to intrigue scientists and the general public alike. As our understanding of the Pluto system grows, it is likely that we will continue to discover new and exciting things about this mysterious world and its many moons. 5. Why was Pluto named Pluto? Pluto, the dwarf planet located in the outer reaches of our solar system, was discovered in 1930 by American astronomer Clyde Tombaugh. After its discovery, the dwarf planet was initially named Planet X, but this name was never widely adopted. Instead, the planet was eventually named Pluto, after the Roman god of the underworld. The name Pluto was suggested by an 11-year-old girl named Venetia Burney, who lived in Oxford, England. Burney's grandfather, who was a librarian, had heard about the discovery of the new planet and suggested to his granddaughter that she should suggest a name for it. Burney suggested the name Pluto, which was eventually selected by the astronomers. The name Pluto was chosen for a few reasons. First, Pluto was discovered at a time when interest in mythology was high, and astronomers often looked to mythology for inspiration when naming new objects in the solar system. Second, the name Pluto was seen as fitting for a planet located in the outer reaches of our solar system, as the Roman god Pluto was the ruler of the underworld, which was seen as a dark and distant realm. Over the years, the name Pluto has become synonymous with the dwarf planet, and it is now widely recognized as one of the most famous objects in the outer solar system. While the debate over Pluto's status as a planet or a dwarf planet continues, the name Pluto remains an important part of our understanding of the outer reaches of our solar system and the fascinating objects that exist there. And that's it for today's video. We hope you enjoyed learning about these mind-blowing curiosities about Pluto. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button for more amazing content, and let us know in the comments what other topics you would like us to cover. Thanks for watching.